Welcome to how students log in to PBIS rewards. We will be walking you through how to get your students logged into the student web portal and the student app. To log into the student web portal, students will go to pbisrstudent.navigate360.com. Once this page loads, students will have the option to use single sign-on via Google, ClassLink, or Clever. If students are unable to use one of these options, they can also use an authorization code generated by a school staff member. To generate the authorization code for a student, this will be done through the staff member's web portal. Let's go through these steps now. There are two locations where a staff member can generate a student authorization code. The first option is on the left side menu under Login Auth Codes, or the second option is under Groups. Since most educators will utilize the Groups option, this is where we will start to generate a student authorization code. First, select your group. Once the group page loads, we're going to generate an authorization code for all students in this group. In the upper right corner, we're going to select Auth and then select Group Code from the drop-down box. On the auth code options, the time to activate refers to how long students have to enter the group code and log into their device. Leave the type as group code and the group name displayed. Next, we're going to select Generate to create our code. A code will be created that is a combination of letters and numbers, and a QR code is generated for students to scan. Using the display option, this will create a larger image that can be projected onto a screen in your classroom. With this generated code, we can now have our students sign in via the student web portal. The student will enter the alphanumeric code as shown on the previous screen into the teacher code box and click Sign In. Once this is done, the student will need to enter a few letters of their first or last name and then select their name from the dropdown. This will then log the student into the student web portal. Now that the student is logged in, they can check their balance, make purchases, etc. We will share more information on features of the student web portal in a later video. If students are using a shared device, then once they are done, they will want to select their name and then click Sign Out. If this is a student device that the student keeps with them all day, and the feature to keep them logged in is enabled by admin, students will want to click the Remember Me button. This will allow them to be able to access their account again later without requiring another authorization code by a staff member.
Now let's look at the student app. The student app can be downloaded from Google Play or the App Store for mobile devices or tablets. Once the app is downloaded, this will be the first display screen. We'll select the Scan Teacher QR code and then use the teacher-created QR code. From there are two options. The student can scan the QR code on their ID card if those have been purchased from PBIS Rewards, or they will enter their name into the search bar and log in. Just like on the student web portal, if this is a school device that is not shared between students or is a personal device, the student can select Remember Me to keep them logged into their app. The student can now interact with the options in their app similar to the web portal. Thank you for watching this video on how students log into PBIS Rewards. If you need additional help or have questions, please contact us at tech@navigate360.com. We will see you in the next video.